So coming up, we got a story on protesters chasing federal agents out of hotels. And Dunk's got a story on a graduation ceremony that raised some eyebrows and a few other things as well. You hit subscribe and I'll cue the music. So Pasadena Mayor Victor Gordo was among those present as demonstrators were holding signs with "Ice out of Pasadena" and other messages that were chasing federal vehicles as well out of the luxury hotel parking garages, cheering and recording it all on their cell phones. Yeah, gotta love it. The mayor said the protest forced the agents to leave the place they were using for local accommodations during their LA operations. And so word got out, here's some quotes. Word got out that there were Homeland Security vehicles parked at a hotel. People wanted to express their First Amendment rights, and they did so in a lawful, nonviolent, and respectful manner. Quote from Gordo himself there, the mayor. After hours of noisy rallying, the hotel staff got fed up with it. And what did they do? They asked the feds to pack up and go. It was completely disruptive to all the other people, and they said, "We've had it. You guys got to go." So by sunset, the uniformed agents of the Federal Protective Service, part of the Department of Homeland Security, were seen walking out of the hotel with their bags on a luggage cart. And then their vehicles were escorted out of the garage by police because the protesters were all over them. Well done, everybody. That's what I like to hear. It's a great story, this one. So hotels are starting to emerge as hotspots for these confrontations between community members and the immigration agents, because what's going on is people in the background are using the power of crowdsourcing information to find out where they are and chase these unholy rat bastards out of town. I love it. I love it. Go, 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 people. The showdown in Pasadena was one of several recent instances of protesters coming together at hotels all around LA to put pressure on the proprietors and the owners and the operators of these hotels to kick their punk asses out. The businesses rely on immigrant workers very often for cleaning staff and maintenance and so on. And they've been put in such an awkward position that you can see there's pictures of them and they're literally cheering on the protesters through the windows and stuff. So if you're in LA or anywhere around LA and you're in a position where you have a couple hours to maybe just take a drive, check a few local hotels and see if you see any vehicles that look suspect, darkened windows and all that stuff, and get online. I'm sure there's some subreddits and it's going to be easy to find where you can help post information. Don't have to get involved. You don't have to go and accost people and get in their face. Just record the information and share it so that people can get there, peacefully protest, and get these punks out of town. I love it.
They might end up having to move into real grotty motels and stuff.
Yeah,
which ironically will be surrounded by illegal immigrants.
Oh, I love it, man. It's too funny. So, go, 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 America. Show these pricks that you ain't going to take it. What do we got coming up here, Dunk? Because I want something to raise beside my eyebrows.
Yes. Well, a couple in Taiwan have sparked controversy at their son's secondary school as a celebration of his graduation by hiring two Polish dancers to perform outside. Hang on. Sorry, by hiring two pole dancers.
I don't think they were swinging on Polish people.
Parents were left stunned and students were left speechless at Wanhei Junior High School. The now viral incident unfolded in mid-June, just moments after students exited the school's graduation ceremony. Waiting outside were two professional dancers, complete with poles mounted on top of SUVs, launched into a high-energy routine directly in front of dozens of teens, teachers, and confused parents.
But could they actually have just been shooting a rap video?
They don't actually look much older than still.
Probably his classmates.
As teachers. One student, graduate being celebrated, was briefly invited to stand between the dancers, visibly embarrassed. So visibly embarrassed, his face got pixelated. And before the performance continued from atop the vehicles, you also notice he's holding his penis down.
Yeah, he doesn't want anybody to see the nub poking through.
His mother later told local media that she choreographed a routine herself. What kind of mother is that? And was sponsored by a friend. She said, I wanted our sons to be more creative than other parents. I hope this will be an unforgettable graduation gift for my son. Yeah, he's never going to forget it.
Well, it all depends on what happens after, I think, there.
Yeah, let's go to a strip bar now. The student told reporters that he was shocked by the performance, but in his words, he didn't want to object out of respect for his parents' good intentions. Meanwhile, other parents called the performance inappropriate, with one saying, these are still secondary school kids. We're talking about the dancers or the kids?
Yeah. I mean, somebody in a Ferrari 458 even stopped to watch.
Dirty bastard. Yeah, the school itself disavowed the stunt and promised to encourage more rational celebrations in the future. Local police eventually intervened to disperse the crowd, citing public order concerns. Filth on the streets of Taiwan.
Oh, God. I can only imagine how it is in that family. Guy brings home his new girlfriend. What does she do? Oh, she's a librarian. Get that prude out of here.
The funny thing is, Taiwan. You probably turn the corner and there's a whole street full of them.
Yeah.
Little brothels and pole dancers and stuff.
Oh, man, that's funny. So, if you happen to be somebody that has exceptionally cool parents that helped you lose your virginity for graduating high school, leave us a shout in the comments and let us know.
Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and all those little lovely things that helps. And actually, hit the notification bell because that's going to be important now.
It makes my thing stand up. What the hell?